Dalit, I want to learn something. Can you now teach me how to play the killer ball trade? Yes. Ooh, I want my fully back to learn the killer ball trade. I see you do that, but I don't know how to do it. It's so complicated. Can you just make it short and simple, please? Thank you.
Joey. I'm actually gonna have to manage that boy in my Kasim Pasha save on YouTube. And yes, the killer ball trait on fullbacks. If you go into the game right now and you try to get your fullbacks to learn the killer ball trait, it can't happen. But there's a way you can get them to learn the killer ball trait, and I'm going to teach you how on today's show. My name is Daljit. Welcome to the show. Every team needs to master transitional attacking patterns. It's really basic, like turning defending to attacking. Most people like to focus on players in the final third. Would it be cool to get your fullbacks, inverted wingbacks, or complete wingbacks to play those killer balls from deep? However, when you go into the game, the only option they have is long range passes or switch ball to the other flank. Killer balls is not even an option for the fullback or ball playing defenders. Is it impossible to train them that trait? In FM16, I introduced you to the playmaking fullback. Is it still possible in FM21? Definitely. It's even better than it was before. On today's show, I'll show you how I do this. By the end of the show, you will master two things. You will master the art of position retraining. You will also learn how to use a unique training schedule to train your fullbacks or even your ball playing defenders the art of the killer ball. Why do this in the first place? Well, simple reason. The transitional attacking patterns are just fantastic. From the back, you get killer balls just like Trent Alexander-Arnold does it. And then very few teams play that way in the game itself. And if you play a network game with somebody else, I guarantee you very few players have thought of this. And this will give you, especially middle block systems, a very strong advantage because you'll be able to play slicing passes from the back. And everybody hates those balls over the top, but you're going to be doing it with precision. In order for a fullback to learn all this, he first needs to develop attributes in certain core areas. These include passing, decisions, vision, and flair. Let's get down to brass tacks. How do we get this done? Step 1, we've got to train our players so that those attributes improve. The first thing you want to do is use the one complete training schedule to rule all of them. Yes, this training schedule is simplistic. It hits every single attribute except for 7. Corners, free kick taking, long throws, penalty taking, bravery, determination, and leadership. These aren't covered. In fact, corners and free kick taking can easily be covered with match preparation activities. Use the complete training schedule for 3 weeks and a month. And then for the last week, you are going to use the playmaking fullback schedule for FM21. Now, this is improved from last year's version. It still improves passing, decision, vision, and flair, but adds a few more attributes this time around, and is very, very effective because your fullbacks are just going to explode in the right areas. Now, if you're worried about it being too heavy, you can always reduce the sessions that have been repeated, like the play from the back and attacking overlap. This next step takes a bit of time, and in some cases, you might need to get hands-on with the youth team. What you're going to be doing is long-term planning. You're going to identify players in the youth team you see having the potential to learn the trait killer balls. You're going to take the complete training schedule and you're going to implement it with the youth team, and you're also going to take the playmaking fullback schedule and implement it there. This is so that those youngsters that you've identified can get improvements in passing, vision, decisions, and flair. Once you set up the training schedules, the next thing you want to do is get these youngsters to learn the new position. This is going to be the defensive midfielder position, ideally getting to learn it as a playmaker. How effective they are at learning a new position will depend entirely on their hidden versatility trait. He's going to start off ineffectual. They all do. And it's going to take, in some cases, up to 2 seasons, sometimes 1 season. The player is going to go from ineffectual to natural. Yes, a player can be natural in more than one position because true natural is 20. And then because it scales, right? Position training scales from 1 to 20, 1 being ineffectual and 20 being true natural. But like all things in SI, Okay, they all have bands. So the natural band is actually from 18 to 20. Once the fullback has got passing, decisions, and vision to about 15 attribute points, he'll be able to learn the killer ball trait, and your coaches will go, hey, congratulations, now you have a fullback with the killer ball trait. Going from accomplished to natural can take some time. There's another way of doing this. When they are young, you can either train a defensive midfielder to be a fullback and get him to learn the killer ball trait. That's easy. Or you can sign players who are natural in both positions, in which case it shouldn't be too hard for you to teach that player the killer ball trait. All he has to do is be a natural in both positions, and then also acquire the attributes through training. So are there any specific roles that can actually benefit from this? The inverted wingback, holy cow, that guy loves this. You know, you got an inverted wingback who can play killer balls. He's going to be in a sweet position to play those kind of killer balls, especially if you got a tactic that's lined up in such a way to exploit it. You got the complete wingback, he also loves the killer balls, and of course the fullback. Yes, the fullback. You'd be surprised how good the fullback is in the game, because he doesn't always hit the byline to do the crosses. He can do those, nifty little killer balls from deeper areas, and that can really split open a defense. I almost feel really evil saying this. The next thing you can do is teach a striker likes to beat the offside trap, because then you have a ball-playing defender or a fullback who's got the killer ball trait, and you've got a striker who loves to beat the offside trap. Combine that into a counter-attacking tactic. Let those attacking teams just attack you, and then you don't even need to use pass into space, because all you got to do is go to the fullback and tell him, son, take a bit more risk. Or you can play on a higher mentality, and the moment they attack you, you counter-attack with that takes more risks on your fullbacks. That's all you have to do. Is this an exploit? Well, let me just put it to you this way. The game has always given us options to replicate certain things that are happening in real life. In real life, fullbacks are doing this. So the best way of getting it done is the method I've just shown you. So go out there, have fun. I mean, if you want to park 4 guys at the back with killer balls and this is what you want to do, then, it's your game. Enjoy yourself. So my question to you is, are there any trait combinations that you think might be a lot of fun and you would like me to cover on the show? The comments below are waiting for you. So just write out your questions and I will get a show done on that very topic. Meanwhile, in the halls of justice, I want to thank everybody for your continued support of this channel. It's been phenomenal. It's been fantastic. Recent videos are just breaking all kinds of records on the channel, and I really appreciate all the fantastic feedback you've got for the show. Keep it coming. I truly appreciate it. I want to thank everybody for your continued support of this channel. You guys make it worthwhile doing these shows, and I thoroughly enjoy myself. You guys have a good time. Stay healthy, stay safe. I'll catch up with you soon. Bye-bye. But you can't ignore how important it is to get defenders to learn how to play the killer ball.